album Braveheart is extremely important to me. It's a reflection of my life within the past 2-3 years, and this is the first time that I'm actually being so vulnerable and so just up close and personal about so many things going on. The concept of scars is very deep. I think just as a person, as a human, when you go through things, you know, that are really, really painful, obviously a scar is very symbolic. And it was really important for me to kind of talk about that message because as women, even as men, you know, when you're going through a tough time, you need encouragement. You need to know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. And I think the vision, you know, me being a writer, it's really important to write visually. So you could visually see a scar when I'm talking about it, and you can feel that. And it's so important to make a connection and have people feel your pain and feel your music because that's how you gain that connection. I have scars, you know, you got through it, and that's what counts. It is a very hard title to be the artist and the CEO. It's obviously kind of splitting myself in half. So if I'm recording in the studio as an artist, I'd love to be there all night and call in different musicians and, you know, different artists. Let's work on creative. But at the end of the night, I have to sign off on that invoice. It forces me to just take control, you know, and try to balance it as best I can. There has definitely been times of just feeling like you're not getting out what you're putting in. You know, when you work so hard and you're not seeing, you know, the result and it's not what you want it to be, sometimes you're like, oh, what am I doing this for? Why isn't this working? And why can't I trust this person? And why am I a commodity? Like, you know, sometimes it kind of gets to you and then everyone is a critic. You know, everyone passes judgment and it definitely gets very hard. It does. They called me Grammy's Golden Girl because I was a new artist and I had 5 nominations. I just remember feeling like, wow, we accomplished something so amazing so early on in my career, and I just remember being very, very grateful. But the seasoned people knew even more of what it meant, and me now understanding the merit and the weight of a Grammy, you know, it's just like, wow, that was really a blessing. Mm-hmm. Why do I want to be a musician, a singer, and an artist? It's who I am. I really honestly don't see myself doing anything else without still having the ability to be a musician. You know, it's amazing to get out and do films and plays and executive produce and TV, but for me, I don't see myself not being able to write a record and go to the studio and get in the booth just to hear this idea come out. You know, it's truly who I am, and I feel like it allows feelings to come out, you know, from being just a person. So, I don't know, I feel like that's just who I am, you know?